Hey, what's up you guys? So long time no see, I know, but should be going on in my life. I need to stop making excuses and just post. But anyways, glad to have you guys here. My name is Karina if you're new, and if you're new, happy to have you here. Either way, I appreciate your presence. So today we're gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm gonna be trying this new foundation that I have. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I've heard a lot of good things about this, and it's about fucking time that I tried it. So we're gonna be chit chatting. I'm gonna talk about appointments, no appointments, and other appointments gone wrong. Either appointments that I have made, or let's say people that came to me or something. You know, all of that good stuff. So if you guys want to hear about it, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. Okay, so I already primed my face. Now I'm just gonna go in with the foundation. I got the color 3W 1.5 Fawn. I'm hoping that it's a good match. I got this a while ago and I still haven't tried it. So sometimes I'll start using a foundation and I'll just like get stuck on that one foundation. I heard people like swear by this foundation, so let's see what it does. Okay, so for my first story, I'm gonna talk to you guys about. This was probably when I had already started doing nails like myself, and I was looking for somebody new to try to go to, like for me to get my nails done. So I was looking on the Instagram page, Instagram Explore page. I was searching for Charlotte nail techs, and I was just going through the page trying to find somebody that I really like the shape, because I'm really big on shape when it comes to like my nails. I love a nice crisp shape. So then I finally come across this girl. I'm not gonna say names because I'm not about to throw anybody under the bus just because of my experience. I don't know if it's proper to do that, so I'm just not gonna do it. But anyways, I made my appointment, sent my deposit and everything, and then the day of my appointment comes. I remember it was like 30 minutes before my appointment, or maybe it was like 45 minutes before my appointment, but either way, I texted her. I sent her a DM on Instagram. I was like, hey girl, I just want to let you know I'm on the way. And then she texts me and she's like, let me actually pull up, so I think I might have these screenshots. So basically, I text her. I was like, hey boo, just want to let you know I'm on the way. And then she goes, hey, OMG, I'm sorry boo, I had an emergency and rescheduled all my appointments for today. I forgot to text you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. And at this point, my stomach dropped. Every single time I get a text message from somebody like canceling an appointment that I made, my stomach just drops, because you know, I'm the type of person that books out maybe like a week, 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks in advance. So like leading up until that point, I'm like excited and looking forward to get my nails done, right? Okay, so then I was like, so when are you next available, or what's your availability look like the rest of the week? And then she was like, tomorrow. And I was like, I can't. What about Friday? And then she was like, Friday works. What time can you do Friday? And I was like, I can do 6 p.m. Can you? Does that work for you? And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, perfect, see you tomorrow, or you know, Friday. And then Friday comes around, it's 3:45 p.m. and she's like, hey boo, I'm gonna have to send you back your deposit for the appointment at 6. And I just, when shit like this happens, it just really like bugs me, because it's like, you didn't have to make a new appointment to get my nails done, or you could have like set a date that you actually could do my nails. Like she probably just didn't want to do my nails on that Friday at 6 p.m. And it's just like, as a business owner, as somebody who does business myself, like I would never do that, you know? Whatever, that was just the first one. It wasn't like super crazy or like nothing that went terribly wrong, but it's just like, why would you do that? Like, why would you agree like to reschedule for a day that you can't follow through on? Like that shit is just so dumb to me. All right, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, and we're just gonna keep on going. For this next story, I could not believe that this shit really happened to me. So I had a client come to me one day and her toes looked so cute. So I was like, oh my gosh, where'd you get your toes done? Because they were acrylic toes. And you know, I love acrylic toes because they just always come out so much more like square and so much more crispier, right? I had already tried acrylic toes before, but the curl that I had previously went to, they were good, like they came out pretty good, but I just wanted to try somebody new just to see, you know, how it would go, because you know, sometimes you just want to like feel it out and see who you like better, right? So I asked her and she gave me the info to the girl who did her toes. So I set my appointment. Maybe like 2 days prior to the day of the appointment, and I thought, you know, that was fine because it was available, right? My appointment was for a Friday at 10 a.m. So the day my appointment comes, I wake up early, get ready, and make it to my appointment early. And so it's like 10 o'clock, and so I go in, and it turns out to be a suite with like a couple other booths in there. And when I walk in, there's another lady already working there, and she was like, hey, are you waiting for so-and-so? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, she should be here soon. I'm like, okay, no worries. You know, in my head, I'm just thinking, you know, maybe she's just running a little late, right? It can happen to everybody or anybody. So I'm like, okay. So I sit down and I'm just like waiting, whatever. You know, 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by, nothing, you know, she don't show up. She's like, I don't hear from her. 15 minutes go by, and then the lady's like, she's like, is this your first time coming to her? And I was like, yeah. She was like, she's like, I wonder what's going on? She's usually very punctual. This is not like her. And I'm like, no, it's okay. So I just kept waiting, you know. At this point, I'm waiting 20 minutes, 30 minutes. She still don't show up or, you know, text me to tell me anything, nothing. And the lady's like, I'm really worried. Let me call her again. And she doesn't answer again. She's like, at this point, she's like, I'm getting really worried. I'm not sure what's going on. This is not like her. And then I wait for 45 full minutes. And the lady's like, let me go outside and call her really fast. And so she calls her again and she comes inside and she's like, I don't know what's going on. She's like, I'm so worried now because she's not even answering. And then that lady just gave me her personal number. She was like, here, if you have any other like, you know, questions or, you know, if you reach out to me to like schedule a new appointment, just, you know, let me know. But I wanted that specific girl to do my toenails because I had already seen what her work looked like, right? So I was like, no, it's okay. I was like, she left her phone number. Whenever you book the appointment with her, it gives you a confirmation email and she had her like phone number listed on that email. So I was like, let me just text her and see what's going on. So then I text her. I'm gonna put up a screenshot of the text that I sent her. I was like, hey love, it's Karina. I booked an appointment with you for today at 10 o'clock to get acrylic toes. I sent my deposit and everything. I'm not sure if you just didn't see the appointment when it was made, but I really need to get my toes done today. So if you have any other availability, please let me know. I'd really appreciate it. And I can't remember what was going on that I really needed to get my toes done that weekend. Oh, I remember. Okay, so previously to that appointment, I had already had my acrylic toes done, but I had ripped them off the day before. So my toes just looked so crusty and I couldn't just get a regular like gel polish pedicure because they just all were so uneven and it was just not gonna look cute. Like they were like super uneven. So I really didn't get my toes done with acrylic so they could put like a tip on it or whatever the fuck they do to like make it, you know, be nice and even. So then she was like, I cannot believe, like when she said this, I was like, why would you tell me that? She was like, hey, I took a sleeping pill. I'm so sorry. Can you come back at 2 p.m.? Like, it barely even felt like she was sorry. Like, why would you even tell me that you took a sleeping pill? Because like, how is that any of my concern? Like, you run a business. Be professional about it. And so then I was like, you know what? I really need to get my toes done. So it's okay. I was like, 2 p.m. works. I'll see you then. Thank you. Exclamation point. Like I wasn't even being rude or like mad or nothing about it because I was just trying to enjoy my day. I was running errands that day and I was like, you know what, it's okay. I thought on my whole schedule this today to get my errands done, so it's fine. And so then I'm running my errands, I go out to eat and I come back and I'm like about to head over and then she's like, oh wait, after I said that she was like, thank you again, I'm so sorry, I just haven't been able to sleep. Like that is your problem, not mine. Like don't mix your business with personal issues. Like if you couldn't work, you could have just locked off a day or something so you could like have some self-care days or something. I don't know. And then she texted me after, you know, I'm running my errands. She texted me again. She's like, hey, my babysitter canceled on me. I won't have no one to watch my girls till after 6. Does that work for you? And at this point, again, I really want to get my toes done today. And at this point, I'm not going to be able to get my toes done by anybody else because I'm not going to be able to get an appointment done, you know, anywhere. So I was like, you know, 6 p.m. works. I'll see you then. And she's like, thank you. And then I keep running my errands, whatever. And then at 4:50 something, it was 4:42. She's like, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it. What's your Cash App? I'll send you your deposit back. Like, you wasted my time the whole entire fucking day just to tell me that you couldn't make it. And honestly, I was talking to my boyfriend about it. I really feel like from the beginning, from like the very beginning, she knew that she didn't want to take no appointments that day. Like I probably was her only appointment that day and just like drug it out the rest of the day, just making excuses for it. But like you really could have just told me from the beginning, be like, hey, can we reschedule for a different day? And just could have saved me my whole time, that whole day. I was just so hurt. Like every single time she texted me telling me that she couldn't make it, my stomach literally dropped. Like my heart dropped to my stomach. Like, you know how it is when you be so excited for something and then it doesn't happen. And like me being a Virgo, I like plan for shit. So it's like I be so looking forward to things. So like when it doesn't happen the way I have planned for it to happen, it really throws me the fuck off. So then after that happened, I text my client that had referred me to her. I was like, hey boo, you'll never guess what the fuck happened to me. She was like, what? And so I sent her all the screenshots of everything. And she was like, Karina, she was like, she don't even have kids. Like she really lied about having kids. And like, I just couldn't believe it. Like I really could not believe it. Like, and I literally, as somebody who owns a business and like who provides a service for somebody, like why would I do that to my client? And it just really comes down to people being unprofessional and inconsiderate as fuck. You didn't have to waste my time. Like I literally gave you like so many chances to like tell me, but no. Some people just really don't know how to run a business and they shouldn't be running it. And when I made my appointment that day, I was honestly a little shocked that she had that much availability like 2 days prior. And on it, because she also has like a lot of followers on her Instagram page, so I was like, maybe let me see if she has availability. And she happened to have availability, but maybe that's why she has so much open availability, because she just doesn't have like a lot of people that come back to her, or I don't know what the fuck. I was just so disappointed that day. All right, so went ahead and did my eye makeup and lashes off camera, just because it'd be hard to talk and like do this shit, you know, at the same time. But anyways, on to the next story. So the next story was a client that came to me, and it wasn't that like she hated her nails or anything. So let me just start from the top. So I started doing her nails. So she came in, she was like a younger girl, and she had gotten dropped off. So I was doing her nails and stuff, and then towards her end, she's like, oh, do you know how much longer you're gonna be? Da da da. So it was seeming like her mom was hitting her up and was like, you know, how much longer, right? I'm not sure. I think she had driven from like maybe 30 or 40 minutes away, somewhere in South Carolina. I can't remember if it was like Fort Mill or something like that. I just remember it was like a little bit further out. But the next day, the parents would go on some trip somewhere. I can't remember where she had said. I think maybe like Atlanta or something for something. I can't fucking remember, but they were gonna go somewhere, so that's why she was gonna get her nails done. So I was doing her nails, and then her mom, I think she was like already outside. Her mom was calling her and stuff, and her mom was like, oh, come out now, like I'm outside. Like, and I wasn't even done with her nails yet, and I was like, it'll just be like a little bit longer, like we're almost done. I was still filing her nails. I still needed to buff them and like put the top coat on, you know, get them all finished up for her. So the mom calls her, and then she's like, I'm so sorry, she just keeps rushing me. And in my head, I'm like, damn, did the mom not know how long it's gonna take? Because like on my website, when you book, it like tells you how long like each service is gonna be, so like that way nobody be surprised. Because I think I'm somewhat of like a slower paced, I don't want to say slower paced, because at the salon obviously they're gonna go so much faster because they don't care about how your nails look. But me, like when you go to an in-home nail tech or like an individual nail tech, they're gonna take a little bit longer because they're taking the time to make sure your nails look the way they're supposed to look, right? So then she's like, you know what, like I was still filing her nails, and she's like, you don't have to finish. She was like, I'll just do the top coat at home, like I'll just buy some clear coat and do it myself at home. And I was like, are you sure? Like, and she was like, yeah, it's okay. She's like, my mom is just so toxic, I don't even want to deal with it right now. And like, I felt so bad, because like as a mom, if you know your daughter's getting her nails done, like you know the process, and you know that, you know, shit's got to be finished for them to look good. And it's like, why are you rushing your daughter? Like, she's getting her nails done for a trip that y'all both know y'all are going on. That's just how toxic her mom must have been, that like she just couldn't like sit in my chair until I was completely done with her nails. I just felt so bad. And then like she even tipped me $15 and everything, and I was just like, wow. And she like apologized. She's like, I'm so sorry, da da da. And I just felt so bad, because like, bless her heart, imagine her mom was probably screaming at her when she got into the car, because her mom was already outside. Like, she picked her up and everything, and I just felt so bad. But yeah, that was that. And then for my last horror story, I'm not gonna say it was like that bad of a horror story, but I guess it was just like a bad experience that happened to me. So there's this nail salon that was going viral on TikTok. It's the Valentino Beauty Bar. It's located near University, like UNC Charlotte. And so I was like, let me go check it out, because it looks super nice, super cute, super elegant on the TikTok that was posted. And so I go, I just wanted to get my acrylic toenails soaked off, and I just wanted to get an all white gel pedicure. That's all I wanted. Super simple, right? Or so we would think, right? So then I walk in, and then they're like, you can go ahead and head on back. So I sit in the chair, and the lady that comes to service me is like a Hispanic lady. So we start chit-chatting it up, whatever. She seems nice, but like low-key, while she was working on me, you could tell that she was kind of like rushing through it. And I was like, maybe she's just gonna like fix it up and make it look cute towards the end, right? Because it was just like a little sloppy. And you know, with white gel polish, you can see like all the imperfections if you're like being sloppy with it. So then I was like, whatever, maybe she's just gonna make it look cute, it's gonna clean it up at the end. And then she finishes it, and then I was like, is that it? And then she was like, yeah, we're all done. And I was like, I was literally about to cry. And I was like, I told her, I was like, it really just looks like you rushed through the whole thing. Like, look at the outside, it's so sloppy. And then she went around with like the e-file to like clean up some of the edges, but it still looked so crusty. And I was literally about to cry, and I was like, you know what, it's whatever, like I'm gonna just go. I didn't want to deal with it no more. Sometimes when I'm in those uncomfortable situations, I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna go. So then I go to the front, I pay, and then I walk to my car, and then I send a text message to my friends, and I'm like, y'all, let me know if I'm crazy or not, because this shit looks crazy. So I sent them a picture of my toes, and they're like, no, Karina, it definitely looks like she threw that shit on there. one of my friends, she was like, you better walk up in there and ask to speak to the manager. Like, we're too grown to be spending our money and not liking the service that we're getting. Like, sometimes it's uncomfortable to have these conversations, but it's like we have to, you know, stand up for ourselves because we're grown and we can't just be throwing money away, you know, especially for services like these. Like, you have one job, do it right. So then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And so I go inside as the front desk girl. She was like, hey, how can I help you? And I was like, look at my nails, look at my toes. I was like, they're not supposed to look like this. And she was like, who did them? And then the girl comes, the lady that did them, she came in from the office. And I was like, it was her. And then she comes up to me and she was like, do you want me to redo them? And I was like, yeah. And low key, I wish I should have told, like, asked for somebody else to do them, to like redo them, because she redid them and they still don't even look that cute. And like, I don't know what the fuck she did, but like, she was cutting like the outsides of my nails to like reshape them. Like, it wasn't like a square shape anymore. It almost just looked, I don't know what the fuck, but they didn't look how the fuck they were supposed to look. And to make matters worse, like, it was like maybe 2 or 3 days and the polish already started peeling off. And you know what? She didn't finish even soaking off all of the acrylic that was on there from my previous acrylic toe set. You know how usually they like wrap each toe with some cotton soaked in acetone and then wrapped in aluminum foil? Each toe, right? But whenever she was soaking my toes, she grabbed this huge piece of cotton, soaked it with acetone, and just laid it on top of my toes. Just like that. And I'm like, that's not gonna soak them out properly. It was just terrible. But yeah, it was just like, it was just crazy that happened to me. The fact that they even like peeled off within like 2 or 3 days was just crazy to me, because I still paid X amount for that pedicure. About a week later, I ended up just painting my own French tips on my toes because I just couldn't deal with the white. Like, it was chipping not only on just the big toe, but like on a few of the other ones also. And I just couldn't deal with it no more. Now I didn't want to get a pedicure again because I literally had just gotten one. So I was like, let me just do this one myself to see if I can do it. Because I know some people who like just do their own toes. And I'm like, let me see if I can do it. It was a little bit difficult just because sometimes I couldn't really get comfortable in a good position to like get everything right. But from afar, they look good. I might post a picture if I can find one of what it looked like. But yeah, that basically concludes this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed those little story times. Sometimes life is crazy and like should just be happening to me, and I figured why not share them. I really enjoy just like getting ready and like talking about stuff, regardless if it's like life or like stories. That's just, you know, I think it's fun. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and if you did, I really appreciate it. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Even just like the likes, those will really like help me out. So if you can like click that, I really appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.